So, what's up? What's up? Yes, I am that girl. I'm the girl. Okay, you that girl. Where the men at? Let's talk because oftentimes I feel like it gets real twisted when it comes to these 10 commandments. When it comes to these conversations, when it comes to adultery, fornication, which sin is bigger than the other? Is there a sin that is bigger than the other? Are they all equal? Are these the sins that do need to be asked for forgiveness? Can people be forgiven of their sins? Who's the judge? Let's face it, that relationship between, and I ain't even all up in it, but when Irv Gotti had his show, Gotti's Way, that stuff was toxic as I don't know what, but that's what Irv and his wife and whoever else agreed to do. It was a straight up train wreck that Irv Gotti's wife agreed to. She was the one on there talking about her getting married. She knew of Irv allegedly having like other women. She wasn't aware. Look, she wasn't aware. See, this is the problem with all of this. When women, I don't care if you on an Irv Gotti level or not, I'm just talking about common basic behavior. Men are known to cheat sometimes. Okay? Did you know that? When our men are known to cheat, so are women. Human beings we're talking about. It takes two to tango. Women are in agreement with it. Men are in agreement with it. But ultimately, who has to answer to that? Yeah, you got to answer to God for that. But ultimately, who did Irv Gotti marry? Now, this is not, oh, I'm trying to drag Irv. No, I'm not. But at the same time, I don't feel like people need to drag Ashanti into this either. There was some manipulation, in my opinion, going on. I think, in a way, Irv was a little too into Ashanti to the point where I don't think she was always the yes girl, but it was something about him that he couldn't just have her and do whatever he wanted to do with her, and that upsets men. When they got women that's like, okay, Irv, that makes their life easier. Even if the name is not Irv, they're okay. Some of these men feel so empowered when they have a yes woman. We know Ashanti, talented. The girl can write. She got vocals. She can do those arrangements. She's got style. She's got class. She has a look of her own. She's a superstar. Yes, on that level. She does not have that star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for nothing. So when Irv on that reality show, on that snippet that said, yeah, I got my family, I got my wife, and then I got this one to do this, and said some things in a very degrading way when it comes to women. But at the same time, a man might want that, okay, what he was alluding to, but sometimes the man that he wants, the woman that he wants to receive that from, might really be the woman that he still wants to be with. People do all this talk. Well, she shouldn't have never cheated with my husband. No, your husband, thank you for the hearts. Your husband is the one, your man is the one that made the covenant for with you. What does Ashanti have to do with that? Was it right on her part? I'm not saying that it is, but if men, I'm gonna put it on the men tonight. If men held their standards to a higher calling to take that covenant, maybe we wouldn't be having this decision now. And that's just it. It's not only Irv Gotti, it's other men that's going to come along and be involved in things too. That's why not everybody needs to be saying, I do, I do, I do, I do, I do. I don't even think some men and women even realize what that means when there is a covenant exchanged under God, what that means. Some people act like they just getting married for the heck of it, just to like what, trap a person, have some babies by. You can have babies and still not be married. Hi, Jeanette. So when Deb said she wasn't expecting all these other women, or she was expecting these women, okay, but she wasn't expecting an Ashanti because it's something about when that man connects with that one. Hi, Cassandra. It's something about when that man connects with that one. Look, they both unstoppable, and only they can stop that, along with the woman. If she look won't no more. I feel like Ashanti just got caught up, and before she knew it, she was in it, and Irv was kind of manipulative as far as the business side of the rotten music industry. You can shield yourself only so much. I think she was protected. I think she was shielded. But let's face it, Irv did not do her right. She spoke openly about it. Irv did not do her right. And thankfully, she had her mother by her. But it's kind of odd to me that Deb, the wife, wants to come up now and talk about the relationship that Irv Gotti had with Ashanti. She knew that from many years ago. Speak about it then. Oh, I guess she couldn't because Irv was not having it. This man is gone now. Ashanti is in a new space. She's living her life. And I give it up to her because anytime a person is broken down to pieces, anytime a person is put down, made to feel less than, you got this one over here, J-Lo, singing your vocals. You got Irv going on different interviews saying whatever and how he feels about Ashanti. Ashanti was still keeping it classy. I give it up to her for that, and still went on with her life being focused to the next level as to what was best for her. Now, if she was steady getting tied up and what Irv Gotti was saying and his negativity, if Deb was saying something that could have broke her down, we would not know the Ashanti that we know today, that has gone on to have a healthy baby boy, a healthy marriage. I think that is a beautiful couple. It is love in thy sight. I don't know how they feel about God, but that's not for me to figure out because you never know what is in people's hearts. I know how I feel about God. You know, everybody got to make that decision. But again, when you take those vows under God, either you real or you not. I think it's a beautiful relationship what they are displaying. I think with the way Irv was talking to Dub on Gotti's Way, I don't know if people just openly want to make drama for people to tune into. Yeah, that could be. Drama does sell, as we very well do know that. But I am looking forward to the Haynes reality show with the way how they gonna do it. I think it's gonna be a good show. But all of a sudden, Deb want to talk this talk. Maybe Deb wanted to talk the talk. Maybe Irv Gotti shut it down because he sure enough talked enough throughout that time. But he's gone now. So to try to bring Ashanti up, try to bring her name into this, Ashanti got enough going on. But sometimes people just don't seem to get enough. Are we over this Trump inauguration when Nelly went and performed, her husband? Are we over that? Were we over that then? Did we not have a problem with that then? It's like one thing after the next. Let me tell you, sometimes when you do get married, these distractions come out of nowhere. And if you don't hold yourself covered, if you are not in alignment and seeking God with who you do give honor and praise to, who sits on the throne higher than high, and keep in mind that the joy of the Lord is your strength, depending on who and how you worship, your beliefs, your manifestations, however you do it, people will be coming out the woodwork. I don't care if it's the auntie, the cousin, the boyfriend, the ex-husband for some years ago, the ex-girlfriend. See, right now, Chantel Jackson is quiet. She's quiet, y'all, because she knows that there's different directions coming in at Ashanti right now. But see, a lot of these men, they need to have a seat. Ashanti did not marry Irv. Deb is the one that married Irv. A lot of these men need to have a seat and be real. And that's just it. Sometimes it is a lot of red flags, but sometimes a woman can be so infatuated to know this man got money. If he ain't got the money right now, it's on the way. And I'm just willing to surrender. I feel like Ashanti was raised right. I feel like her dad was talking to her. Her mother was talking to her as her momager. It was going to pay off eventually. It's some sacrifices along the way, and not everything you got to go along with. Sometimes as women, you become vulnerable. Sometimes you get tied up in things before you know it that you did not plan on being a part of. I'm not saying Ashanti is perfect. I'm not saying you're perfect. I'm definitely not saying I'm perfect. I have a life of my own and everything has not been done right. But it just behooves me that people are so quick to say, she cheated with him. She was the one fooling around with him. Girl, sit down. He cheated. He was the one fooling around with her. Yes, somebody consented to this. But some of these men, they already be out the house. And if it wouldn't have been Ashanti that Herb had a relation with, or if, somebody else, it would have been somebody else, is what the point is. But the fact that it was Ashanti and the things that she has achieved, it's so much easier to go after her because more people know of her. This is why it's commonly said, if you're not ready to be in a relationship, if you're not ready to be in no marriage, just don't do it because there's too many factors in this. It's people that get hurt involving in this. And then sometimes it's just best to just stay quiet and move along. But people have to do what is best for them at that moment. Is there a bag involved in this? Discussing Irv Gotti and how Deb might feel today. Maybe it's just some things that she does need to get off of her chest. Thank you for the few people that have tuned in. I don't know. Eventually, I'll decide if this page will keep going. I don't know if y'all feeling this page. I really don't know. But I'm thinking about going to the other page and just adding this in there. But we'll see where we're going with this. But thank you for the people that have tuned in. You are so much appreciated. Peace.